boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, Dave Powell, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he has challenged his team to come out and get off to a quick start. The reason this home crowd can be so dominant, they are unbeaten in ACC play. And he said this is where we show that we can be the conference champs, but it starts in this opening drive. He said if our crowd is loud, energetic, and making it difficult on the opponents, that's where we gain our edge here today at home. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The run to the right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll ride him again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. quick give. It's Shepard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Bradley. Throws quickly. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
From the gun, it's Compton. There he goes. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Shepard. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Bradley. Left side, it's Shepard. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it. It's Shepard. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Mensah to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for room. It's Pringle. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. He's past the marker. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the 1st quarter. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it back on 2nd and goal. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the edge. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Bradley. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Running the red zone. It's Compton. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Mensah. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stopped him for no gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to find the end zone. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Motion from the wideout. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Spot here with 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the back. Stopped right there.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's changing the play. Throwing, Mensah. Right side, it's Compton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Straight ahead, it's Compton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. Drives inside. Still running at the 35. Gashing the D on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Bradley. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll run it. It's Compton. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Compton. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It is perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch open down the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Bradley. Wide out trying to get it in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Clemson balls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Compton. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Mensah. Out wide left, it's Lofton. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Dropping back, it's Bradley. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Second and long here. On the run, it's Shepard. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Bradley. The screen, he's got wheels. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get down the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
And we don't always talk about the third part of the football game, but offense, defense, special teams, this is a huge shot in the arm. Their offense has struggled all game long. You force the fumble, give them good field position. Maybe this is the spark they needed.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Pass to 6. Flying out to the left. Pass to 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami! That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touch. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Bradley. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Compton. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. He's stopped.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Making the adjustment. Quick give. It's Compton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. A run for the quarterback. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. They send the tight end in motion. Cuts it upfield. It's Compton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Got a little space. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And
think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they're going to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Bradley. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Back to pass, it's Bradley. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this 2-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a 1-possession game. He wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 1, jet. Ready to go.
Keeps it on 1st down. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here's a gift to Lyle. Turning it on. He's got the 1st down. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W.